Testing, 1, 2. Hey y'all, this is my review for the Real Housewives of Potomac, episode 7. As y'all can see, here, my voice is still recovering. I'm about 70% there, but I'm gonna push through it. Thank y'all for y'all's patience. I was gonna be doing a lot of videos this weekend, but I couldn't even talk on Saturday. But let's get into this review. So we left off on the cliffhanger of Robyn just breaking down over what Candace said, which she's implying that Robyn speaking out about Juan's case is the reason why he got fired. And I think that hit a trigger in her because, if y'all remember in past seasons, I think Robyn blames herself for them losing their money because they trusted into a friend. So I wasn't too surprised to see Robyn cry, but we haven't seen her break down that hard in a minute. And it wasn't even over Juan's women. It was over Juan losing his job. She loves that man. Candace is saying that she didn't call her a villain. It's just you don't talk to us. I'm also not sure why Wendy needed to tell this to Robyn. I know what it feels like for your family member to be maligned. Okay? What else? Maybe they edited it out, but I was like, okay, Wendy, what's your point? Robyn then points out that some people's husbands go online and talk trash about people. And I guess she's talking about Chris Bassett because in the next scene, we see a flashback of him talking to some Bravo people about Robyn and why she hid the whole wine thing, as well as an article saying that she should be demoted because she intentionally hid her business. But Candace definitely defends her man and says, my husband was defending himself against lying-ass MFers. But according to Candace, as well as Chris, they think that Robyn was complicit in what Jazelle was doing and trying to deflect on what was going on her situation. Robyn is like, if you feel that way, then we don't need to talk about nothing. I guess we weren't friends. We're not friends. And they ended at that. Meanwhile, in the other vehicle, everything is chill. So they pull up to this chicken shit bingo. This is a hole-in-the-wall place with these ladies just like, they're going to a fancy dinner with a camera crew. It just looks crazy. I also want to point out, Robyn did say that she did nothing to Chris for him to talk about her nonstop like that. So they all enter this hole in the wall. It looked like it's stank in there. And they're all just crammed into a booth together. So how it works is there's a chicken just going around in a cage just eating, I guess, corn or pellets. So whenever the chicken shits, because I guess chickens shit a lot, the number they shit on is the winning number. Wow, Ashley, you really took them to this. So then later, Robyn still looks upset. Jazelle's asking her what's wrong, and Mia's filling in Jazelle on what happened in the car. Then Robyn starts crying again. So Robyn's telling her side to the ladies that Candace told her that she was the reason why Juan got fired. It just triggered her. So this moment is really weird. To me personally, I was wondering, why the hell is Candace crying? Because she wasn't crying in the car. So why is she crying now that Robyn's telling all the ladies why she's crying? On one hand, I'm thinking, okay, a part of Candace still loves Robyn and hates to see her breaking down, and she has something to do with that. I just thought it was funny style that Candace is crying. I mean, you just told Robyn, okay, we're not friends. You're not trying to make the situation any better. And Candace isn't just crying. She's doing the ugly cry. Like the meme when she was in that salon chair when she was like just making all the faces. So now you got Mia and Wendy, the third parties getting into it. I didn't really like the beginning of this because the majority of them don't like each other and it's just not fun to watch. Like, okay, it's fun watching, arguments between friends, but when it's people that hate each other, then it's not as fun. We cut to Candace confessional and she's saying she's hurt because Robyn is hurt. Okay, girl. Candace, if you want to be there for her, maybe you should have had a conversation one-on-one instead of blasting her on social media. If you cared about her like that. Now, if you don't care about her, then the crying doesn't make sense to me. But I'm thinking maybe instead of going on socials as well as having interviews about Robyn, maybe you should have talked to her about it. I feel at this point, I don't think they're going to have a one-on-one conversation. Oh, Candace. Earn that check, girl. These women are not worth the running eyeliner. So Robyn gets up from the table. She just wants to be alone for a second, but Mia follows her out the door, and you can hear Robyn say, I want to be alone. Like, if Jazelle, her homegirl, didn't follow her, then what makes you think that, she want you behind her, Mia? So Mia takes the hint, and we see Robyn sitting on the curb. I think Robyn just low-key afraid of being broke again and being right back where they started because they were on the come up. She had her hat business. He was a coach, right? Not an assistant coach, a coach. And yeah, like they bought that new house. I'm sure it's not paid off yet. Like, yeah, she's probably stressing out. And he's cheating on her. Like, I kind of feel bad for her. A little bit. So we're back inside, and we see one of the workers bring a chicken over to the ladies. I don't know why they're acting like she brought a snake over there. It's a chicken. So later, Jazelle comes outside. She's asking Mia, why is she sitting on the curb? Side note, ooh, Jazelle, this dress is just, no. The dress and no shoes, no. It's not flattering. Let's just say that. Ooh, all right, ankles. Well, she's just talking about what Robyn is going through, and, she tries to just be so strong. We cut to Candace, and she's basically saying that her hatred for Jazelle is so high that she can't trust somebody like Robyn who's willingly friends with her. We're back at the table, and Candace is still boo-hooing. Like, oh my God. It honestly looked like she was done with Robyn after all the things she said about her. So yeah, this reaction, it's confusing to me. I also think even though Candace can be in the right sometimes, she has a hard time taking accountability for her actions and statements. It's just hard to take seriously seeing her like. So then now most of the ladies are outside, but with Candace explaining why she said what she said to Robyn, because she thinks that talking about an ongoing legal situation isn't smart. She also says it's not smart for her to say anything about the MFer who's still married to the woman inside. And then I'm like, well, this is who you're traveling with. This is your friendship group where you don't like 4 people in this group. You hardly know one of them, and you basically only have 2 allies. It's too much. And after all this, she said she would still like for her and Robyn to talk. Side note, Candace is looking like Rudolph right now. I'm not sure if it was, just her nose being red or if it was too much blush on there. But she kind of looks like a clown. Like she has the bright red cheeks, the bright red nose right here. Man. We cut to Karen's confessional. She's just worried about her birthday. Like another girl's trip on her birthday that was full of toxicity. I know she's tired. Hopefully when they put this franchise on pause, her birthday won't fall on the trips anymore. So then we see Robyn. She decides to leave along with Jazelle and Mia. And then the other ladies go back inside. Robyn has left and Candace is still emotional. Enough with the chicken shit bingo. Fast forward. So then we're in the car with the Green-Eyed Bandits and Mia on their way back to the hotel, and they're talking about Candace and why was she crying? She's trying to make herself out to be the victim. And Robyn accuses her of cyberbullying her. That's quite the accusation. But if it's one person on this cast that will try to get you together on social media, is Candace. So next scene, it is day 3 in Austin. It is Karen's birthday, her triple 20, aka 60th birthday. We see Jazelle come by Karen's room to give her a few gifts, probably that she bought in the hotel lobby last minute. But it's nice to see them get along, and I think I like them more as friends than enemies. It's like a Ramona and Luann type friendship, like good frenemies. So then Jazelle sits Karen down and lets her know that there is no moving forward with her and Candace, even though Karen's trying to make that happen. She said last year it was just too many things said, especially the fact that the accusation that she treats people different based on the color of their skin. She says she's been getting hundreds of death threats, and Candace's only response to that is, well, I get death threats too. So I guess this makes Karen realize that, oh, I'm not going to touch that. Jazelle, I don't think is a victim at all. I agree with Candace on reading Jazelle down for implying such things about Chris. Like, yeah, it did happen. It did make her feel uncomfortable. but she didn't have to add the spice on it to whereas he was trying to, be a sneaky link or something like that. Jazelle should definitely apologize for that. But to call Jazelle a white woman or white passing, I just think is ridiculous. And I'm just going to be honest, y'all. I think it's ridiculous to call her that, especially in regard to defending a white man who she married. It's just the optics of the situation. You could get Jazelle for so many things, but I just thought that was silly. Yes, does she benefit off of colorism? Yes. But to sit there and call her a white woman, I mean, come on now. But again, I know this is my opinion and my opinion only. I know it's the cool, safe thing to like Candace, but I don't. Does that mean I like Jazelle? It does not, because the one Monique really should have been mollywopping is Jazelle, because Jazelle and Robyn were the puppeteers in those two fighting in the first place. But we're getting back to season 5 stuff. Again, I think they need to change this cast around, because ever since that fight, it's just been a toxic franchise. So next scene, we're with Mia on FaceTime with G, and he's still talking about the lawsuit situation. We cut to her confessional. She says she doesn't agree with it. She just wants to put that behind them. And she also says it's causing a lot of tension in their marriage. I am a little curious why she doesn't want him to pursue legal action if he feels he's fairly owed $500,000 and he was pushed out. Or maybe Mia knows that, he was actually embezzling money. So all the ladies meet downstairs. They've obviously switched cars. I mean, again, these ladies do not like each other. It is a smooth divide. So again, we're reminded of Karen's birthday, and we go through all the confessionals of the ladies wishing her a happy birthday. Oh, Necka. This foundation you use does not match your skin tone. This wet wavy wig ain't working, and then the curtain baby hairs ain't working either. I hope for your second season, if you're a part of it, that you course correct. So the activity of the day they're headed to is they're going kayaking. I think Ashley shouldn't plan the trips anymore. I don't know who she had in mind when she planned all these things for the ladies to do. All right, so we see them all enjoying kayaking, except for Karen. Karen was not going to get in that water. She also doesn't know how to swim. So we see Karen and Candace having a moment, and Candace just wants to thank her for dealing with her emotional ass. I'm paraphrasing right now. I was kind of surprised by this because Karen is neutral in this situation. She said both of y'all are hurt. And I know Candace hates when it's neutral when it comes to, a situation where she's beefing with somebody. I mean, look at season 5, because she was mad at Karen for being neutral on that matter. From hearing both of them talk, it looks like Robyn is done with Candace. And Candace, it seems like she still wants to have a friendship or a conversation with Robyn. So that's where the disconnect is for me. I think Robyn is done with Candace. Okay, so producers are having fun with them kayaking. Fast forward. Not them getting a bottle of wine and sharing it, no cups, no nothing. What happened to the luxury, y'all? The luxury, where is it? So next we see the ladies headed back to the hotel. We're in Karen's car along with Wendy, Necka, and Candace, and she's telling them that she's planning on buying her grandmother's house in Surrey. Y'all remember the whole spinoff she had? I don't know why they gave Karen a spinoff. She did not need one. I didn't watch. I didn't think it was necessary, but good for Karen. So later we hear that the plan is to celebrate Karen in one of the suites. They're going to be having a painting party. Again with the painting, Lord. But yeah, in the meantime, we're with Robyn in her room talking to Juan. We hear them having a health insurance conversation, and I guess production is getting to the topic of, well, how are their funds? And Robyn says that they're fine, and she says that Juan had 15 months left on his contract, so he's being paid for those 15 months. So they're fine, but she's hoping that he gets a job soon. So Robyn then changed the topic to how she got into it with Candace and how she implied that Robyn talking caused Juan to lose his job. And Juan responds the way I expected him to. He's yelling at Robyn. He's not being supportive at all. He puts it on her again, saying, why are you feeding into this? Why are you feeding? You're letting it get to you. She has a right to be upset, but I do not see love in this relation. Well, I don't see love on Juan's side, hardly or at all. He's not even letting her get a word in. He says he can't listen to this. It's being blown out of proportion. Ugh, God. I just want Robyn to stand up. Stand up. The credits are rolling now. He's calling her emotional. I'm not going to let you keep allowing these women to get you super emotional. What does he want from her? I think it's time for the both of them to be off this show, along with some other people. That's where the episode ends, y'all. Like, Robyn just getting emotional, I guess, hearing Juan yell at her about being emotional. So, thankfully, we get a nice little break from Potomac. I want to say 2 weeks worth. So, I need it. A break from this toxicity. As for this episode, it's Potomac. I have the same complaints, whereas I'm not having fun watching this show. It's almost a labor trying to find the humor and make it light and funny for y'all. But, you know, like I said, I'm a completionist, and I mean, I hope it's a shorter season. I guess we got the mid-season trailer, so that means we got about, 7 or 8 episodes left. Whew, thank God. Anywho, y'all let me know what y'all thought about the episode. Like, comment respectfully, and subscribe. And I will see y'all for Married to Medicine. Bye.